Previously, when the new raid released, we went over how to clear parts 1, 2, and 3, and those were all relatively easy because the highest the battle power got was 130,000. And now I know people are going to be struggling with part 4 because the battle power is now 175,000, especially free-to-play players who are probably still focusing on getting one team leveled up enough to take on stuff, as opposed to even having 2 teams, which is just insane, right? To have this quickly. This raid came out so quick. But today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get through Phase 1 and Phase 2. These are the teams I'm going to be using. I'm trying to use mostly characters that hopefully people have for the most part. Like, you should have Lotus if you rerolled for him at the beginning. You should have Finral and Nebra because they're SR characters. They're relatively easy to obtain. Charlotte is given to you for free. And then the seasonal characters, most people pulled on those, so you should hopefully have a copy of Mimosa and Asta. And then the 2 hardest characters that there would be for you guys to potentially have is Licht, whose banner's out now, and you could potentially pull if you needed to for this raid, if you can get him leveled up in time, and Sally, who you just have to get lucky to get. So we're going to see how this goes. Phase 1 is a blue type defender, Phase 2 is a red type attacker. That's why we're using Asta here, red on red violence going on, and then we're going to use Licht here, who is green, to fight the blue defender. Hopefully between Finral's buffs and the healing of Mimosa and the debuffs of Lotus, we can get through this first phase. The first phase can be quite difficult. Alright, so to start with, for Finral, we're going to go ahead and use his spatial support magic. Grants all allies an increased speed level 3 buff for 2 turns, 60% chance to remove 1 debuff from an ally, and 50% chance to grant an ally increased crit rate level 3 buff for 2 turns. We do want to use this on Licht. Hopefully we give him increased crits. We did. Okay, nice. Very, very nice. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to use Lotus's Incapacitate. This is going to give us a little bit more time before being completely destroyed by this boy right here. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, there's the Incapacitate there. Now we're going to go ahead and use Licht's ultimate and attacks after granting increased crit rate level 3 buff. Go ahead and do this.
Light magic.
14,000 damage, not terrible, not great, right? And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do Mimosas just to get a little bit of extra damage. Her combined attack increases the partner mage's attack by level 5, which is a 100% attack boost, which is pretty good. And we got 11,000 extra damage with Licht right there, so we'll take it, right? Okay, we do have speed down on us now, so keep that in mind. But Finral's here, so we should be okay. Grants all allies increased attack level 2 buff for 2 turns. If a designated ally is buffed with increased crit rate, grants them a 10% increased damage dealt buff. So now Licht is going to start doing more damage. 60% chance to grant an ally 15% increased mobility buff. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then he has increased damage dealt. So now if we were to look at Licht right here, let's take a look real quick. You can see all the applied buffs on Licht, and you can also see the debuffs, the disarm, which reduces our damage, which is really annoying, and the reduced speed. But we do have increased speed, increased crit rate, increased damage, and then increased attack. Hopefully that will make up for the disarm, but we'll see. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a overall heal right here, and this is going to extend the buff duration that Finral gives to Licht, so that'll be nice as well. And we'll also get some damage resistance as well if we get attacked. Now we'll go ahead and do this with Lotus. It's going to reduce damage resistance of this guy, and it's also going to inflict concentrated attack, which means every attack that hits is like it's a crit for 1 turn. Alright, now we do this with Licht and we see how much damage we can do. He will attack after granting an increased crit rate level 4 buff. He will attack after granting a defense penetration level 2 buff. And he will inflict buff immunity on the enemy for 2 turns upon landing a crit. So let's see what we can do. 31,000 damage. Actually pretty solid damage from Licht. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this now with Finral. It's just going to grant increased speed to 2 allies with the lowest mobility, which is helpful. Alright, so Licht is now up in mobility, and so is Lotus. And then this is just going to heal an ally, so, I mean, it is what it is. Keep Finral alive a little bit longer. Now we'll go ahead and do decreased mobility on the enemy. As long as we can stay faster, we can get through this, hopefully. And now we'll do this, which is going to increase our crit rate. We should still, I think, have buffs on Lick. Let me take a look, because we extended the duration. Yeah, we have, this is our last turn with the buffs on Licked here. We do have a lot of debuffs on Licked as well, though. So, oh wait, sorry, not a lot of debuffs. We have 2 debuffs. All those are buffs, the other things. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and do this. 14,000, not terrible for a primary. Gotta do this. Please don't kill anyone. No, not Finral. Leave Finral alone, bro. Okay. Now, do we want to extend debuffs yet? I don't think we do, right? We want to decrease mobility, so let's do that. Okay, reduce mobility, that's good. Now we have a combined attack we could use with Licked. We're going to save it. We'll use the combined attack on Mimosa. He is taking less damage now because he's below 50% health. He gets his passive active, so there's the passive, reduced damage. And ideally, like, if you had a character that can nuke, like Raya can just nuke his whole health bar, that's the way to go. But I don't have Raya, and I wanted to once again show you guys like how you get through this particular raid if you don't have the nuking characters available to you. Like, Asta's a nuking character, he'll probably nuke the next stage to some degree, but obviously Licked is not. Alright, let's go ahead and do extend debuff duration this time, and it's also going to, because we should have Lick's ultimate coming up. Yeah, this is a good time to do this. Alright, now we can also do this with Finral. And it's going to give them all increased attack, and hopefully the designated ally will get crit. So give it to Licked. He did not get the crit, unfortunately. Alright, and with that, should we extend? Yeah, let's extend the duration right here with this. And we had damage resistance from that too, so that's good. Alright, now we have Lick skill. Let's go ahead and use this one right here. Because as the defense penetration, we should be able to do a decent amount of damage, I think. Lick should still have all his buffs on him, he does. And right now, the only debuff he has is reduced speed, so he's not being disarmed like he was before. However, keep in mind the enemy has the passive of taking less damage, so let's do this. 10,000 damage. It's not great, it's not terrible. For the combined attack with Finral, he can grant the partner mage increased attack level 4 buff, and then 50% chance to grant a 50% increased mobility buff to the partner mage, and then he will inflict a mobility debuff. Ideally, I should probably have switched Finral maybe with Mimosa, but it's okay. So let's go ahead and use this. We did not get the mobility down. We need that. Okay, reduce speed. There we go. That's helpful. Don't die, anybody. Now this is where it gets to crunch time, and you start to worry a little bit. Okay, increase their speed. Good. Go ahead and do this.
Like magic.
5,000 damage, like nothing. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do a heal here. Increase our defense as well. We need the speed down. Well, what debuffs does he have on him right now? Buff immunity. He can't use his buffs right now. Let's actually go ahead and extend that. I would like to extend that for a turn. Okay, we're good. We'll go ahead and use this. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Maybe not the most ideal way to do it, but, you know, we're getting there. Increase mobility and attack. Did not lower his speed there like we would have liked to. Alright, and then we go ahead and do this. Do we have any buffs left on him right now? We have increased defense and increased attack by 55%. So, I mean, I guess we got that going. Increases damage taken by 50% from incapacitate. Reduces damage dealt by 23% with disarm. Oof. Well, let's see if we could actually do anything. Actually, 11,000 isn't bad. 11,000 isn't terrible. Okay. Happy with that. We're gonna not use the combined attack this time. I'm gonna wait for the ultimate. 7,000 damage, actually pretty decent. Okay, extend. Do we have any buffs to extend right now before I waste this? We have increased speed, which we could. I think, well, let's do it just for the healing factor, just to be safe. Damage resistance, right? Because he's going to do this to us right now. Yeah, keep Finral alive. That's a key to this, especially with turn losses. Okay, now hopefully we don't just go on a string of turn losses. We need to keep his mobility down, so... Okay, we did not lose our turns right there. That's good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and use this. Big. Okay, this incapacitate's going to be really big for us. Alright, I think he should be incapacitated. Yep, extra 50% damage taken right now. So because of that, we're going to go ahead and use this. Does Licht have any buffs? He does have increased attack level 2 and increased damage resist, but that's fine. Okay, let's do this. 22,000 damage. There we go. Okay, we are so close now. I'm going to wait just in case. I don't think we'll need Finral's. I don't think we'll need Finral's ultimate again, but in case we do. Oh, and Finral's dead anyways. Okay. That should be it right there. That's it right there. Okay, first phase done. Not the prettiest, okay, but hopefully done with somewhat, you know, characters that most people can obtain. And Finral was only, I think, just barely UR'd, so there you go. Alright, second phase, here we go. We're taking on an insane attacker. Ooh, let's go ahead and incapacitate with Charlotte here. And so Charlotte inflicts incapacitate, and then also Nebra can inflict incapacitate level 4, so we should hit them with double incapacitate. Let's see how much we can actually do here. Give Asta a bunch of damage. Alright, so now if we take a look at Asta, oh, not Asta, sorry, the enemy, they should have incapacitate level 5 on them, taken by 70%, and then Berserk increases damage, dealt by 100%, yeah, be careful of that. Okay, then we could use this. Grants all allies increased all attack level 3 buff for 2 turns. Grants an increased crit damage level 2 buff to all allies with the same attribute, which would be Asta. Or we could use grants an ally increased magic attack level 4, grants an increased crit rate level 4 buff to an ally for 2 turns, and 60% chance to grant an ally an extended buff duration by 2 turns. How long does this one last? 2 turns? I think we're going to use this first, then we'll use the other one. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, now Asta should be buffed quite a bit, hopefully. Increased attack, increased all attack, increased crit damage, increased attack, and then the enemy, of course, has incapacitate, so they'll take extra 70% damage, and we get 2 attacks right here because he's over 80%, so let's see how much we can do.
Your opponent.
Oof! Asta, bro! Calm down! Alright, now we go ahead and do this. Nice. Very nice damage. Okay. Now, we could use Nebra here. 40% chance to inflict Transform. The Transform won't work. It's a status element. Inflicts a reduced defense level 4 debuff on the enemy for 2 turns. Or I think this just creates a clone, so yeah, we're not going to worry about that. Or we can do this to inflict a reduced magic attack on the enemy. But we're going to go ahead and do this to reduce their defense. It would be nice if Nebra is faster than Asta because we would be able to do so much more damage. Alright, I'm a bit worried now. We're getting close, but hopefully Asta can make it happen. Come on, buddy. Oh my gosh, you just need to survive 1 turn. Defense down. Give Asta the increased magic attack. He just needs to survive. Just survive. Oh no, he doesn't have his secondary attack. Yo! Okay, it's close. It's close. Okay, we did it. We did it. Oh, that got way closer than I wanted. Oh boy. Woo! But yeah, there is phase 4 with relatively low battle power teams. Okay. So that was difficult to say the least. But I will be doing videos also for parts 5, 6, and 7. Assuming I can clear them, right? I'm going to try to do them with these same units. I may have to switch out to slightly better units or upgrade my units. We'll see. But, you know, those were relatively not leveled up units. A level 80 Nebra and a level 80 Finral, and we did pretty decent. Level 87 Sally. Like, overall, my teams weren't the strongest, and we just beat a 175,000 battle power raid. Now the next step is to see if we can beat a 185,000 battle power raid. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you want to see part 5, part 6, and potentially part 7 if I can beat them, go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace!
Can anybody out there hear me?